Good morning, Mick Jagger, and hello to you too. This is an interesting episode of Build because it's a bit of a time bender. I've just woken up, I've just gotten out of bed, and I'm talking to a gentleman where it's beer o'clock in Houston, Texas. I'm talking to Billy Racxx. We discuss his music and his genre infusing style, taking a little bit of rock, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of trap, putting it together and making the magic. This is Build Series Sydney. Today we're going international, baby. We are heading to the United States of America to talk to rapper, rocker, party starter, Billy Racxx. Hello, Billy Racxx. How are you doing, sir?
What's good, man? How are you, Doc?
I am good. I'm keen to talk about butterflies, activism, breaking the system. But first things first, where are you streaming in from?
I'm in Houston, H-Town right now.
Okay, so like full disclosure, I have family in Houston, and it's a city that I love. And they always use the phrase, everything is bigger in Texas. So how do you think a city like that has influenced that Billy Racxx sound?
I moved here when I was like 14, so I'm from Florida. I'm originally from Eatonville, Florida. And I moved here when I was like 14. Yeah, everything felt super big. Everything bigger. It take 45 minutes to get, an hour to get to the north side from the south side in Houston. So yeah, that's definitely something. It kind of applies all around points to life here, because like in order to be somebody here or be a name here, you got to think big. In order for you to really make money here, you got to think big. Um, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. And as far as with me, it's definitely been a thing, because where I'm at now, from where I started, it's like, wow. It's like, because I remember moving here and just being like, damn, like this place is big as shit. Like, I wasn't doing music then, obviously, but I mean, to like my network and who I'm connected with here now and all that, it's definitely dope. You definitely get to see how big Houston actually is, and how when you think you tapped in, you got to really go further.
Yeah. Now, look, I need to talk to you about Melt My Face because for me, it's just a really standout track. It's aggressive, energetic, it's raw. It's this beautiful fusion of rock and rap and melody, and it's the kind of song that I would kill to see performed live. So, my
Yeah.
question for you is, how did you harness that rage when you're recording? Did you get yourself really angry to actually get that on the track?
Um, nah, man, I'm one of them artists like, um, whatever vibe I'm in or whatever beat, I can really harness that alone. So it could come out whenever. When it comes to music specifically, I got in the studio, I heard that beat. My boy Bedrock, who produced the song, um, he played that shit, and I stopped him after like the first 15 seconds, and I was like, "Yo, put that in, let's go." And like I just went in the studio, and I went in the booth, and I kind of lay harmonies down. I get in my vibe. I lay melodies. That's how I record, and that's what came out. That's what fit right with that song. I'm not scared as an artist. I'm an artist, so I don't play by any rules, or like I'm not really scared to do anything. So that's definitely a part of this record too, because I got some other rap rock type of records, but they're safer. Or what should I say, they don't hit like Melt My Face. They hit more on the rap side. So Melt My Face
Mm.
was just me being not being scared, me embracing new shit, like me
Yeah.
embracing new feelings.
Yeah. I mean, the music clip is also just like brutal and twisted. And you're the creative director of all your clips, which I find quite impressive. And it's like this really great mix of metaphoric imagery. And most notably, there's this one shot which kind of just gets to me. It's you wandering the streets in this really nice suit and a gunshot wound. And if people haven't seen that clip, I suggest you guys go check it out. But
Yeah.
for that piece of imagery, what were you trying to say with that entire clip?
Um, I really a lot of things, bro. I'm I'm one of them artists that I really like to leave it a little kind of like it like an enigma, like make it something that people can interpret. Like some of the biggest writers out, or the biggest painters in the world that died, or even the ones that are here, um, they're not there every time explaining to you what it means. That's the beauty of art. You go in there and you articulate, you look, you take what you want to take from it. You can really connect a lot of pieces in that video and kind of probably make some good ideas or guesses of what I'm talking about. Uh, just to kind of give y'all a little candid response, like me, bro, in the music, I'm trailblazing, you know what I mean? But that comes with a lot of ups and downs. And so me, I'm always kind of like trying to set the tone for like this moment that I know I'm gonna have where I can look back and tell everybody, look, stay true to yourself, like stay true to art, like make statements in that way instead of like the gimmicky stereotypical ways. And so that's kind of what I'm doing in all my videos. All my videos, a lot of most of them are symbolism of like the oddball I feel that I am. But it's crazy because I grew up in shit. I grew up a typical marginalized Black family. You know what I mean? So the shit I went through ain't different from a lot of artists. But for some reason, artists in my background kind of play in certain boundaries. And rap is the new rock now. So I'm like, it's like, all right, cool. Like, that's who I am. I'm an all-around artist. Like, so I always try to make sure everything I'm doing is kind of reflecting that. Because that's where it comes from. That's where art kind of inspired me. That's what inspired me to do music type shit.
Yeah. And it seems like, you know, when you consider your style, it is this like delicious fusion of genres. And, you know, some songs have like this like a trappy melody. Some have, you know, just like some hip hop and rock, and it's all the flavors kind of combining to kind of create that Billy Racxx sound, which I find really alluring. And I was curious when we consider the kind of like, you know, scene in Texas, and the kind of music that's, you know, popping over there. I'm like, where do you like get your tunes? Where do you listen? Where's your scene? Is it the club scene? Is it the rock and roll venues? I mean, there's such a diverse range. So where do you go?
That's a crazy question. That's a good question, bro. I travel a lot, bro. I done been to London. I done been to, right now in my career, even underground, like, bro, my ties are crazy. I think that's the beauty of what I'm doing. It's been projecting further, and it builds my reputation here. It builds things here. I'm tapped in with a lot of people, a lot of different scenes, a lot of people. I got respect for a lot of different artists. A lot of artists got respect for me. You know, a lot of the top artists, Maxo Cream, Trey the Truth here, Bun B. It's a lot of different artists that know who I am, and I think they validate me in certain ways, and probably gonna make it bigger they're gonna validate me in bigger ways as I become bigger. So really, I just kind of like I'm projecting my sound on some worldly shit. So like from since like 3 years ago, man, I've been traveling a lot, bro. I've been in New York, connecting, LA, Atlanta, London, Florida, fucking. I done been like San Francisco, like everywhere, bro. Like making music, tapped in, plugged in, shooting videos. I've shot videos in Big Bear in the snow, like all type of crazy shit. So I kind of embrace that side of what my art gives me. And then as far as with the scene, kind of set my own scene, or like kind of like I said, I'm trailblazing a lane, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I can make a lot of places home. It's not one place that's like, you know, where you gonna find me, and it's like where I be, you know, where I'm gonna be all the time, and just predictable. It's kind of like taking it all, you know?
Yeah. I mean, how does it feel now during this kind of era of no travel and kind of being locked in one place? Do you feel chained almost?
Man, one thing I could tell you, bro, is the United States is different, bro. And like, like I still been traveling. Like, you know, I'm masked up. I'm hella paranoid, but I'm still making moves. I go shoot a movie in New York, September 14th. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna premiere. It premieres hopefully on Netflix 2021 spring. I'm going to shoot that role in September. So it's like I've been moving around and doing my thing and being where I absolutely need to be, being where I absolutely need to create. And then for the most part, when I'm here in Houston, when I feel like I'm like locked in, like it's about to be a hurricane that's about to hit like Thursday or some shit. Like Wednesday or Thursday, it's about to be a hurricane here. So like probably for a good 3 days, I'm gonna feel like locked in. And I'm gonna just use all that as inspiration, man. Like, you know, hunker down on my ideas, my storyboards, writing, you know. I don't know if I can say this, smoke a lot of weed.
You can say that.
I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've been using this whole Corona shit as like inspiration.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Houston does get hit by loads of tropical storms. It's kind of like pass and parcel with the kind of location in the world. Is there a go-to place when the hurricane hits? Do you have like your mate's house, or your homie's house that you lock down with and have beers and party with?
Nah, man, I mean, shit, I'm from Florida, man. So like, I've been through 5
Everything.
Category 4 hurricanes before I even moved to Texas. So
Yeah.
they don't really affect my family like that. Like, we're a Florida-born family, so it's like our mindset of hurricanes is way different. We've been through Charlie. We've been through that type of shit in Florida, like devastation type vibe. I mean, Houston, like, it just was flooded. That's the thing about Houston. It floods crazy. But shit, I
Yeah.
can swim, bro. So,
Uh,
like, it is what it is. Like, nah, but
mm,
there's a lot of people who lost a lot of shit during Harvey and all that shit. Shout out Trey the Truth. Like, that's one of my OGs. Put me in some situations, man. Trey the Truth is really a pillar in the hip hop and music, and he put me on some situations, and he like a hero in Houston. Whenever there's like hurricanes and shit like that, man, he be on the front line. So, nah, bro, I'm right at the crib, bro. I'm with my, when I'm in Houston, I try to be around my family because I travel so much, I'm gone so much. So I I got little sisters, man. I got nothing but girls.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, so I guess I have to ask you, what is this role that you're doing
Nah,
at the end
man,
of the
dude, I
year?
can't speak too much on it, but it's definitely a movie. It's crazy. It's part directed by Yasha. He's a young director doing some crazy shit. He did a lot of shit recently for like Megan Thee Stallion, Uzi. It's like an independent project that I'm really happy to be a part of because he has a lot of the hip hop community involved in it as well. Some artists that even slight bigger than me that's involved in the film, and I think that's the most I'm gonna speak about it. I mean, it's like a coming of time type of movie, independent
Yeah.
film, big production. I think it's gonna be a lot of things that like millennials, Generation X, I can relate to.
Yeah. I
Generation
was
C
like,
or whatever the fuck.
I was like, you're gonna play Neo in the next Matrix. I just know it. I just know it. You
Man,
just
that'd be
let me
hard,
know.
bro. Somebody told me, somebody was like, yo, your music can be like the soundtrack to the next Spawn movie or some shit.
Oh, I mean, it is that. I mean, one of the things I do love about your clips is that it is so visceral. In fact, I mean, even just the graphic for that track, HTX/BCN,
Yeah.
really is quite incredible. Can you tell us about that song? Because it's like this incredible kind of mix of Houston and Barcelona. What's this song about? And what in the I mean, I'm assuming it's Spanish.
Yeah.
I can't understand the lyrics. What's it all about?
So Cecilio, he's from Spain.
Yeah.
Barcelona. That guy is like shit. He's up over there, man. He's an artist, personality. I mean, that dude's pretty famous over there. I got tapped in with him through some producers that work with both of us, and they plugged us up, and now we're pretty good friends through the internet. We haven't met in person yet, but we made that record together and put that shit out. And I think with both our brand and what we both represent, him being an individual, me being an individual, like, pushing individuality, pushing like hardcore being yourself and whatever comes with that, being true to yourself type shit. He's definitely on the same wave. And I think that's what made that record beautiful. The different languages, the mesh of like English and what he's doing and my sound, his sound is all crazy. We want to shoot a video to it. So that's going to go even bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, all we could do, because the Corona shit, all we could do is drop the song. And I don't know, that song is just kind of like represents like two big ass type of machines, two big ass individuals linking up and just linking. And we didn't even do that in person. So imagine when we link up in person and shoot the video. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it'll be wild. Now, I'm running out of time with you. I mean, congratulations on that dual EP release of Butterflies, Part 1, Part 2. I think it's like a really great showcase of your ability and your style and your music. And, butterfly wings are this reoccurring metaphor in all of your music clips. And I did want to ask you the significance of butterflies and what that means to you and how we can understand it.
Every one of my albums, or not albums, but mixtapes, projects, whatever you want to fucking call them, all of them represent evolution. if you can go all the way back to when I dropped a project 2014 called Billy Ocean 2, Flamingos and Finches, Alienated, Religion, Butterflies, all that stuff is evolution in my career. Like, it's literally a moment in time. I'm going through something, and like I use the project artistically and literally to like, and vocally to like talk about it. Butterflies is just like me evolving, bro. Like, whoever is really tuned into me right now, really, really, really tuned in, you watching me turn, like you watching a legend, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, you watching me get there, you know? It's like, am I gonna get there? Not like, and I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Like, I'm living in a moment. Every time I put out something, it's like me visually and through the music in my way showing you where I'm at right now, you know, where I'm about to go type shit. That's what Butterflies is, man. Like, rebirth, like whatever you want to think of, you know, however way you want to think about it. But I'm honest with everything I do, bro. So like, any of my fans who kind of follow me, I call it like a cult. Like they get it.
Totally. Now, my final question to you, Billy Racxx, is when do you think you'll manage to get your way down to Australia?
Oh, man. When I'm booked for a show, bro. When I'm booked for a show, man, I need to get out there, get some money, turn up, go crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, like, I invested my art a hell of a lot. When I went to London, I didn't go to London to perform initially. I ended up being involved in a show and doing some shit, but I wasn't booked, and that was the main reason I went out there. And so who knows, bro? It might be an artist that I'm working with. It might be a specific reason why I feel like I need to be there. Right now, I'm just moving where you know, letting the universe tell me where I need to be. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So hopefully I'm booked there soon, bro. Like,
yeah.
Well,
we'd love to have you. We would absolutely love to have you. I'll be front and center in that mosh pit, melting my face off. So it's been absolute pleasure to have you on the show. This has been Billy Racxx right here on Build Series Sydney.